And we're back with another series of We Try Stuff. I'm your CRPG guy, and with me is the lovely Me Plus.
Hello.
And also with us today is the lovely and cute Maze the puppy. She is our little gremlin. And we are going to be trying ramen. Not just the standard stuff, because, you know, we could try that too, which we are. But we're also going to try a ton of imported ramen. That's right, sweetheart. You were excited about this, aren't you? There's a lot of ramen. We have 27 different types of ramen. Some you can find in the US, which is only maybe 2 or 3 of them here are traditional. 2 to 4 of them are traditional US ones that are easy to find. And then everything else here is usually stuff we picked at our local Japanese stores. So everything here is Japanese thematically, though we have access to Thai, you know, different types of Thai noodles, Taiwanese ramen, South Korean ramen. There's even some, you know, other Chinese types of ramen, instant noodle.
It's even North Korean.
Cup noodle. Whoa! Well, no, that's called eating the wrapper. No, what do I care? They're not watching. So, I know I'm a
The
monster.
one person in North Korea who gets internet and sees this is going to be very mad. They're going to report you.
They're going to send the people after us. No. So, there's obviously too much ramen here to do in just one simple episode. And we'll even do one better. I think what we'll do is a tournament. But this is an ongoing tournament. Even after we eat everything here and try everything here, it'll still be ongoing. So, what are we going to do? How do we break this down? Pretty much by type. We have brick noodles, stuff like Maruchan and you know, top noodle, I guess you would call it, or top ramen is what I called it growing up. Nissin is another one. Sapporo Ichiban is another one. So we've got 6 of those to try. We've got 4 different types of udon, 4 different types of soba. We've got 4 different spicy Japanese instant noodle types. We have 4 different tonkatsu ramens. And then we have, I think, 4 to 6 kind of... We didn't have a category for it, so we just kind of put them in this random category. And that's what we're going to get started with. That's the first... What is that? 5 or 6 categories? So we're going to do those as each separate episode. We're going to tell you which one we think is the best. Do you have any predictions of which ones might be the best, or should we just leave it to the audience to see our reactions to it?
I mean, do you want predictions or not?
Nah, we'll make you guys work for it, but definitely excited. We've had some of these before. You especially have had some of the brands up here before. Me, I've had only a couple. And then it's just there's so many. And to be clear, I'm going to put it up right here on the screen. This is just me walking through my local aisle at one store. We got all of this at one store, and it wasn't even all the ramen they had, was it? It was maybe not even half. It's probably a quarter of what they had in variety, because there's a lot of seafood ones. And for those of you at home, I have a seafood allergy, mainly shellfish and real fish. Seaweed doesn't affect me too much unless I eat it in mass. So there is a seafood one in here somewhere that I will only take one bite of. No seafood bites in it. So she's going to destroy that. And maybe that seafood round, I'll be sitting here just trying one bite, you know, without the chunks of seafood. But everything else here is going to be relatively fair game. And so, yeah, it's going to be nuts. And this first episode is going to be the biggest amount of variety of ramens, because we have 6 bricks. If you're familiar with brick ramen, it's going to be stuff like, who's this guy? Oh my god! Ugh! Makes me want to eat ramen less. No, I'm just kidding. But it's stuff like this that's in a bag like this.
It's like an Asian George Lopez.
Kinda, yeah.
What is it? Momosan?
Momosan. Tokyo Chicken Momosan. So our first category is going to be, that's right, top ramen that are chicken flavored. With one exception, we have some top ramen that's vegan. So we'll have to see if they're any good. They might be good, but they're not chicken. They're mushroom and miso, I think, are the 2 flavors.
Yeah.
And so we're going to put those in the same bracket. And yeah. And then the next bracket's going to be another set of ramen, another bracket, and another bracket. She's very excited, as am I. So I guess it's time for us to begin this epic quest known as Ramen Royal Rumble! Let's get eaten. Okay, so I ate all the ramen. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so so we are going to start with brick ramen, or kind of like the cheap ramen that you usually get. We've got some usual suspects and we got some unusual suspects here, and before we make them, we're going to kind of show them off here. So most of you are familiar with these two guys. I'm not going to even say much about them. This is Nissin Top Ramen chicken flavor. You can find it pretty much anywhere. Usually, what, 40 cents a brick, 30 cents a brick. Sometimes bulk buying, you can get it 25 cents a brick. I remember when I was young, you could get these for less than 10 cents a brick. Back in the day when I was a young lad. Okay, no, and so this whole package is 380 calories with 1,590 milligrams of salt. So very salty. Nissin is, I believe, our preferred cheap one, right? Usually. This is what we usually go to. And our preparation of it is we kind of pour out some broth and then put a fried egg or scrambled egg on top when we do one of these. So that is your preparation, and I've just grown to eat it that way now too. Hashtag the tasty. So that's Nissin Top Ramen. This one is Maruchan Ramen Noodle Soup. This is the same kind of thing. The competitor. This is a 370 calories, so it's actually 10 calories less. And these are as cheap as about 25 cents a pack to as much as 40 cents a pack, depending on where you buy it. And this one has 1,520 milligrams of salt, so very similar. So actually, if they're both the same price, you get more out of your top ramen than you do your Maruchan. But we're going to be unbiased. We're going to try them side by side, because I don't know if you've ever done that. So there is that. So one of our first imports here, which I think you can also find in the U.S. in certain areas.
We are in the U.S.
No, certain parts of the U.S. You might be able to also find this at regular stores. Is Sapporo Ichiban. And Sapporo Ichiban is 460 calories, so this is much heftier.
Sanyo Food Corp of America.
Garden Grove, California. Yeah, so this is in California, printed in Japan, so, you know, interesting. So this
It has prestige.
It does. Yes. So I probably only have a couple bites of this one. We'll see how I feel. But this is their chicken flavor, and like the first two, they have other flavors. They have usually a beef flavor, a seafood flavor. Some of them had an original flavor, which might be soy sauce. And then they also would have, like, pork, I think, was another one that they had too. So this is their chicken one. Chicken flavored soup. So this might be found in other states that don't have a Japanese exclusive places, since this is made in California. Versus, yeah, it is legit made in California, but the label is printed in Japan. So that one's interesting. Well, I guess I'll do this one because those are the weird ones. This one here is an imported one, but it's all in English. It's actually by the same company. But manufactured at Taihei Shokuhin Kogyo. So this is imported. This is actually imported, but it's imported by the same company that does this one.
It's imported by that.
Whoa. Oh, look at that guy. I don't want him anywhere near my ramen.
He personally drove a truck across the border.
Well, that's because it's Sapporo Ichiban as well. So this is also Sapporo Ichiban. Tokyo Chicken Momosan Ramen. So, Tokyo Chicken Momosan Ramen. And for reference, this one has 460 calories, the regular Sapporo Ichiban, with only oh wow, clocking in at 1,810 milligrams of sodium, 300 more milligrams of sodium than the competitors here. That's whoa. Good thing we have some delicious jasmine green tea for us to drink with this, because we're gonna frickin' need it. Now this one, this here was $1. This one was 99 cents. This one, however, was $2 and I think $2.50. So this is supposed to be some luxurious stuff here. I know nothing about Momosan. He looks like some like celebrity chef, like the Guy Fieri of Japan.
Momo means peach, and
Yeah.
san is a formality.
Yeah, so that's he goes by Peach-san, I'm assuming, right? So the way I would
Princess Peach-san.
yeah, boy. It's gonna taste pretty good. So there's a lot of stuff in this. This clocks in at 370 calories. This has the most sodium now at 1960. Very salty. Again, I know nothing about. I'm assuming again this is Momo-san here, but I know nothing about any of this. This is gonna be.
No, that's just his nephew.
Somebody smiles at you like this while eating ramen, you need to call 911 immediately, or 112, depending on what country, realm, world you live in, whatever your local authorities are. Okay, and then we have the vegans. These are the only vegan ones we're able to find, I believe, which might be a good thing or a bad thing. We have been very missed with vegan food. Unfortunately, we've had a lot of really nasty vegan food. No offense to vegans, but you guys got to figure something better out because a lot of that stuff is gross. No offense, but I'm sure you're going to be offended because you can. So go for it. Whatever floats your boat. I'm not a big fan of vegan food. I look like a vegan.
Beans hair is getting in my mouth.
Aww. That's the other dog that we have floating around here. Anyway, don't we know nothing about this? So
we know that it's made out of Maruchan.
And then this is a product of Thailand. So this is the only thing not Japanese in our Japanese ramen.
Maruchan is a super vegetable that is more nutritious than spinach, carrots, or broccoli. In most aspects.
Flavor is probably not one of them. I'm terrible. I'm horrible. Go ahead.
Source is the Japanese Ministry. For more information, visit GreeNoodle.com.
So yeah, we thought we would try a vegan option. So we have two because they had only two flavors. These were on clearance, and there were a lot of them there. So that tells you a bit about this. This might be not good. But they were like $1 each.
Oh, apparently.
Regular price $3.49.
Maruchan is a highly nutritious vegetable that was prized by the Egyptians.
Good for them.
The Egyptians loved this shit.
If it tastes good, I'm glad they made it. If they ate it and we still have it today, if it tastes terrible, they can keep it. I'm a man that cares about flavor first and foremost. But yeah, I mean, you found this, and I'm not one to shy away from it.
It was on the clearance shelf.
It was on the clearance shelf, and it was a very full shelf. It wasn't even a shelf; it was like a bucket of them, pretty much like a big wiry thing, and they had like 4 flavors, I think, or whatnot, and they were completely full. And they were on clearance for $1, but normally they were pricey. They were like I think $3.50 each, so they're very expensive compared to the 40 cents here and the $1 here, and even this guy who comes in with the heaviest load of salt is only $2.50. So that gives you an idea of what we're looking at here. So, but we're gonna give these ones a try. We have one that is shiitake, and we have flavor shiitake mushroom flavor, and one that is miso flavor. So they have 2 attempts to wow us, because there are some vegan food that is not bad, but they're so few and far between. It's sometimes a slough to try them all.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti's not. I don't think it's vegan because they use egg in the dough and stuff.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe. I could be wrong, but usually you have to buy vegan noodles, which usually is made out of like squash and stuff like that, squash curls and whatnot.
All right.
But while we think about that, maybe we should start getting these guys ready. So we're gonna get these ready, and we'll see you when we get there. Okay, the cooking process is complete. You know, we cooked them all the same way. The instructions on these are relatively the same. There's nothing crazy about them. Some people add boiling water. Some people put them in pots of boiling water. Hence the name Top Ramen. And, what? Maze is sitting here very, very, very eager. And actually, after making some of these, there's some interesting visual notes. But we are going to work through these one by one, and we must now acquire the weapons. Who eats ramen with a fork? I mean, come on. We around here are cultured. And destroy cultures at the same time, because, you know. Why not? Because people do it to us, we do it right back. It's all circular. It's all wonderful. Jokes aside, and all those mean-spirited jokes aside, let's get started. So, we're going to start here. This is our Sapporo. This is going to be the Nissin Top Ramen. Now, this is what Meeps and I and the Maze always get to have. Maze will get leftovers, or so we give her a little bit too. She might be our tiebreaker, but we shall see. This is very basic stuff. Now, all of these you could add egg to it. You could add vegetables to these. They don't come with any of that in it at all. Right, so you kind of have to add some of that in yourself. Oh my god, she loves it. So, Meeps is going to give it a try. You know, this is more of a refresher for us. And I will have at it. It's nice and toasty.
What do you think, Maze?
Let's see here.
I don't think it's as flavorful as when I drain it.
Yeah, so Meeps' technique normally is that she will drain the soup part. But we are not doing any of that unless the instructions have told us to do it, which none of them did. So we're not doing that. Alright. It's as standard as it comes. It's got a
less than standard. It's
You really like dumping it. And so you dump the water and then put the mix.
I dump most of the water. That way the seasoning has a little bit of water to interact with.
Okay. So yeah, well we're not doing that, but it tastes chickeny, very slight. It tastes seasoned. It tastes fine. You're talking a 25 to 40 cent package of ramen. What do you expect? We're gonna move to the Maruchan. Now this is the big competitor between the two of them. Usually in stores nationwide, worldwide, you usually find these two brands. Let's see. She doesn't seem to like that one as much. See, she left some on the bed. It's usually not a good... No, I'm just kidding. We have no way of probably telling which one she really likes. But she does like the tasty ramen. She actually got into some of our ramen once. She got a package of fancy ramen that we were gonna try and ate the thing of it uncooked. So that's how we knew. It's like, oh god, we have a ramen dog. You little gremlin. You little gremlin. So what do you... Okay, well let me try some before you say anything, I guess. This one's not as soupy.
Could be the amount of water you poured in.
I think I did this.
Although I do... Well... So I think the noodles are a bit softer.
Mm-hmm.
And the broth is like grossly sweeter.
Yeah, it's not as chickeny.
It's just sugar.
I don't know if I would say sugar, but it's definitely got a sweeter taste. I like the softer noodles, though. I will say that. I do like the softer noodles, but I don't like the sauce. I don't like the soup as much. It doesn't taste quite right. It's not as good as the Nissin, in my opinion. So now we're gonna get into the ones that we've never had. The Sapporo Ichiban chicken, the regular one that they do. Do you want to have honors or this? They don't skimp out. These are thick.
Well,
there's a lot of ramen in this bowl.
Here.
Oh, you're letting the baby have the honors.
Oh, I don't think she's liking it very much.
Oh, she's rejecting it. No, wait. Nope, she's getting it. She's doing it. She wasn't sure at first. Do you want me to try it first to make sure? So this is one we've never had. This is about $1. 80 cents to $1.
It's maybe kind of like oniony or garlicky or something.
I like it better than the Maruchan.
Maruchan's so good.
Yeah, that one.
It really leaves a lingering taste in your mouth of like.
Yeah. Okay, this one tastes more like a Japanese dish versus like cheap instant ramen. The sauce. We'll try one more bite. I'm confused. I'm gonna get more broth this time. And there's actually some vegetable in this. Try it again. Okay, the second bite. There's a little something on the end, a little seaweedy the end, or oniony. Two things that don't taste the same, but it's kind of a mix of it. Beats the Maruchan. I don't know about the Nissin. What do you think? It has more flavor. The question is, do you like that flavor?
It's kind of like when you cook like oysters and garlic and so. But
You either like it or you don't. Yeah.
I
would eat it. I would eat it regularly. I don't know if I would pay.
How much was it?
$1.
I'm still
80 cents to $1.
I'm still sticking to the Nissin, man.
Well, yeah, because we get them for like 25 cents a pack. So for 4 of those, we get one of these. Special occasion. Actually, now that it's sitting in my tongue, it's almost got like a hint of a spice to it. It's not spicy. It's got some spice. All right, so now we're gonna do this one. This is the Sapporo Ichiban Momosan.
The one with the dude.
So this one's normally $2.50. We actually did get it on sale for $1.99.
This one had 2 different.
But we're gonna say it's $2.50 because that's how much
Let me get a nice little.
the regular price was when we saw it on there. Now the noodles in this one were the most impressive. They got some long noodles. They look a little thicker than the regular noodles. So if you want, again, I'll put this one up in this. You guys have seen instant top ramen before. This one looks substantially different. The broth is murky, and when we put the noodles in with the water, it immediately showed an oiliness to it. So definitely there's something going on. But it also came with 2 packets. One was liquid, wasn't it? So it might be interesting. We'll see. Let me try that one. See if Momo-san's got any. See if this means anything.
I straight up don't like.
And it's chicken flavor.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay, you're gonna hate me. I actually kind of like it. It's definitely more savory tasting. It's better than the Maruchan.
Yeah, everything's better than the fucking Maruchan.
It's better than this. I like it better than that. $2 for that, though. It is gonna give you some.
Wait, does that have any onion on it?
No.
Okay. I don't know. I think I like this one better.
You like that? Let me go back to the other one. I'll show you this Momo-chan now that you can see the broth. The other broths are relatively like a light brown.
Oh, ew. Going back to that one, it makes it taste worse.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see that very well.
I guess I don't want to say Nissin is the winner. You know, in case that's like the winner. I don't want to be sending someone Nissin, but
it's the best one
right
for the price.
now. I think that's the best taste so far.
I like that one. It kind of reminds me of what I would get in Japan.
Okay.
It's closer affiliated to real ramen. Not by much, not by any stretch of the imagination. Let me make that very clear. This is definitely instant noodle.
Do we want to get
almost tastes like a
green ones?
No, we're not gonna get for those. We don't know if dogs can have that stuff. So.
Okay, let me give her another piece.
Should I do the honors of trying this first vegan one? This one is the shiitake mushroom one, and with soy sauce because it came with soy sauce in it. Okay. I'm indifferent, to be honest with you. The question is this worth the $2 plus? No. And the reason is, in our experience of ramen buying, you can probably buy better ramen for the same amount of money that's not a brick and it's in a bowl or something and the quality's just better. But we'll get to that when we get to that, because we're getting ahead of ourselves. I might even get this one again to compare with something a little bit more bougie, more delicious, well, not delicious, but more intricate. Some of them that have the mixed vegetables already in it. So here, just put it down. I think these are hot. My hand has suffered enough.
I'm sorry, mate. You can't have these ones.
Alright, let's see. Vegan ramen. Oh, God. My butthole's already tighter than a snare drum. Clenched tighter than a snare drum.
So, the mushroom in it, the little chunks of mushroom are very strong, very delicious. The rest of it tastes like nothing.
Yeah, this is tasteless. You're right, though. The mushroom is great.
And they had 2 sauce packets for this one.
Yeah. One was a soy sauce packet, and the other was the soup base.
Were we supposed to drain it? Is it?
No, it didn't say to do that, I don't think. Not do that. I'm gonna go look at the wrapper to this one, because that tastes like ass. Yeah, no, that's it. Ugh. That's disgusting. Now, it is 250 calories, so it's almost half the calories of any of these others.
It's not disgusting, it's just flavorless. Like, if you add...
No, I ate another bite of it. Try another bite of it after you tried the first bite. Try a bite without the mushroom in it, because there's not that many mushrooms in it. I like this a lot better. I almost want to say it's worse than the Maruchan, because of how tasteless it is. But we still have the miso to try, so I'm not going to write off the vegan ones yet. But I don't like them. I actively do not like that.
It almost tastes a bit like a very, very weak version of this one.
Maybe, but these are $2 each normally, or $2.50 or something.
Okay.
And to be fair, I don't taste that much mushroom. Unless I bite.
Okay.
It's not... If you are a vegan, I guess, and you want vegan ramen, I guess get that then.
So in this one, there are pieces of seaweed.
Mm-hmm. So I'll probably only have 1 or 2 bites.
And some sesame seeds, it looks like. A bit of green onion.
Ooh. Sesame seeds and green onion. So maybe this one's more promising, but maybe this is why they're on clearance. Not very good. You're actively frowning as you eat it. And it's now, you're choking on it. This is not promising.
The thing is, I snuck bites of these things dry, and the dry is okay. Like here's a dry... That tastes interesting. Cooked, it's
tasteless. All I taste is a little bit of the seaweed, a little bit of the green onion.
You only dude, that tastes dank as fuck to me, like in a bad way.
Well, no, this tastes like a worse version of the other one. Does that make sense? Except there's more stuff floating around in this.
Be careful. Oh.
That is disappointing. Yeah, if you're a big ramen fan, I don't know. I don't think those vegan ones are good. Again, we'll try other ones. If you see something that we haven't tried in a brick format, like we showed you in the package in the big, before we cooked all this, let us know in the comments below. We'll try to hunt them down. Tell us what store you bought them at, too. That usually helps. We'll go back to this one.
You take a bite of that, then take a bite of this. It tastes like fucking Maruchan.
That tastes great now that I've tasted the shame wagon that was those vegan ones. Oh.
So these are both Sapporo Ichiban. I guess when you compare them side by side, they taste the best. But for the price, I would say Nissin.
Well, yeah.
Assuming you don't eat, stuff
Now, what
that
we are
tastes-
doing is buy the best flavor. So it's not just by the price. It's going to be by
Well,
flavor.
that was a good flavor before, but now if you go from this to that, it tastes sweet now, right?
Yeah, it tastes like the Maruchan.
Oh, I dare you to take a bite of this and the Maruchan.
That's what I'm going to do. I will happily tread those dangerous waters. Wish me luck.
Look.
Now the Maruchan has like a metallic taste to it that I don't like. That is actually growing on me. Now they do sell all of the ones that we tried here, excluding the vegan ones, in multi-packs that are a little cheaper. So the single pack was $2. I think the 6 multi-pack was like $9.99, I think, or $8.99. No, it's a little cheaper that way.
I guess
tastes the best.
Yeah, I guess when you gotta compare them all, this tastes the best.
Yeah, so
if you sit there and you eat all these, this one will taste the best.
I'm gonna try the Sapporo Ichiban chicken regular, and then our usual go-to Nissin. I don't normally suck the noodles. I'm just doing that to annoy somebody else. Oh my god, he's slurping the noodle. What a pig.
What's wrong, me?
Like, aren't you gonna give me some more?
We can't give her too much.
No, we can't. This is very salty. Why don't you try this one and the Sapporo Ichiban regular side by side? You want to do that?
Which
Here.
one?
Do this. Do it the other way around. Do it the other way. We're learning something here. That you want to start with the more flavorful one, but that may not necessarily be. Well, that may not necessarily. Whichever one seems more flavorful. You got it?
Right. Oh, I thought you were gonna hold it up for me.
Oh, sorry. My hands get tired from holding bowls. I need some sustenance here. Whew. Doesn't it taste weird?
That makes this taste like this.
So I guess the Sapporo Ichibans are kind of taking over here.
Well, hold on. Then what's going on here? Wait. Then what if I do this?
I felt the same way.
That and that makes this taste a little bit better.
No.
You have to try.
Okay, alright. Here we go. So, the Sapporo Ichiban chicken flavor regular.
You're gonna have to put this all on the screen in text.
What, the names or? And then this one, the mushroom? I love mushroom. No, it tastes worse. Mm-mm.
It intensifies the mushroom.
Intensifies dank.
Okay, well here's the true test. The best
To the worst. Well, I already did that. I did that one. I'd rather eat. No, I would not eat these vegan ones over Maruchan. Oh my god, you're right. That bad?
Are you able to take another bite of this?
Yeah, I think so. No.
God, I got a reaction from both of us.
No.
Look, if you're broke and you got nothing to eat but you got 80 cents, don't bother buying the Miso flavored GreeNoodle.
And when they're not on sale, they're like $2.50.
Oh, no, buy gumballers.
Yeah. I mean,
You probably get this or something.
yeah, get like 2 of these or multiples of this, you know. Okay, so the most flavorful one I think we're in agreement on, right? Which is the Sapporo Ichiban.
I think the
Momosan.
oil packet really helps it. I mean,
It makes it savorier. It makes it right. I'm gonna have some more of this. This is good. That is good.
oh, let me take a sippy of this brothy.
The broth is good. You usually don't care for broth. That's why she dumped some of it out.
Well, because it gets rid of some of the flavor.
Yeah, but not in that. That is nice and rich.
Have you showed this?
I tried. Yeah, it's very brown in color.
It's oily.
And it's oily. Yeah, you probably can't make out the oil in there, but compared to the other ones whose broths are more kind of like clearish white, except these are just dank looking. This thing kind of has almost a brownish yellow broth to it, and it is good. I'm actually liking this with every bite.
All right, I'm gonna work on this one. We should get rid of these.
Well, okay. But let's do our rating. So let's do the rating though. We can't just pick the best. We got to pick the others, right? So easily these are the worst 2. I would not actively want to eat those.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so let's go through that for the viewers. So the worst place is going to be the Miso GreeNoodle vegan, followed by the GreeNoodle Shiitake mushroom vegan one as well. They were tasteless.
Actually,
They were mostly
which is worse, mushroom or Maruchan?
Mushroom. Mushroom. Nothing's gonna. You know what would save the vegan one? An egg.
Well,
Which defeats the purpose of vegan. And then if you do an egg with the other one, though, it's also going to be pretty good too. So I would say these 2 are easily the worst, and I think they're interchangeable. Though this one tastes dank.
they're not interchangeable,
dirty.
dude. This one, this.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, if you gave me these
eons
2,
worse.
If you gave me the choice between the 2, I would take the
We both
Shiitake.
gagged trying to eat this one.
Yeah, it was pretty nasty.
It's not interchangeable.
So these 2, so the worst. So this is the 6th, 5th place here. Then 4th place is the Maruchan. Again, I'm sure this is a polarizing. I'm sure there's people that love Maruchan over Nissin, but not us. And we have more Maru. I think we have other Nissin stuff. Well, that is imported. So, but this is definitely not that great. Followed by the Nissin chicken flavor top ramen. That's our usual go-to, and it still is going to be. Unless we can get these a little cheaper.
I would say with any of these, try dumping the water out first, then adding
the powder so you get more flavor.
Yeah.
Excluding this one. This one doesn't need it. I don't think you need to do it to the...
You would fucking explode.
Yeah, you would. It would be too strong. Followed by, I said the Nissin, then followed by the Sapporo Ichiban chicken flavor. This one tended... Trying them side by side, what did you think? Trying this one compared to that one. That made that one taste thinner, right? And then ending with our first place winner, the Sapporo Ichiban Momosan, I guess I gotta take back all the mean things I said about this guy. I still don't want him staring at me while I'm eating his ramen, but I don't know how he did it. On-fried noodles, cook in 3 minutes, and you know the instructions on this were a little. It takes a little extra work. There's a 4th step, but we just kind of put boiling water in all these and put their seasoning packets in. You know, just the same way that all of these were the same except for this one, so we just did it the same anyway, and it came out just as good. And it's of course the saltiest one, not the most calories though, strangely enough. But these are normally $2 to $2.50 a bag. Now, if you can get them in bulk buy, they might be a little cheaper. And if I get a price wrong or something, I'll make a note right up here somewhere. You guys might see some text or something that says, I'm an idiot, I didn't remember how much they were. But I do remember this being about $2 when we bought it. So, yeah, so Sapporo Ichiban Momo-chan surprisingly wins. I was not expecting it to be that good. We'll have to buy more of this now because we might compare it. We might even take this one and compare it to some of the other more unique styles and see if this holds up. I actually am curious about doing that now the more I think about it. And I like the flavor of this one. Actually, pretty good. It was good. So the Sapporo Ichiban Tokyo Chicken Momo-san Ramen wins round 1. Top ramen. Alright. Huh. I think I might do what Maze did. We gotta eat all this ramen now. And you know, that tea's not doing it for me. Fortunately, I think I need something else. Meeps. You okay?
Yeah.
Aww. I think I need something else. After eating all that ramen, that tea just can't handle.
Well, I mean, we have...
You see, I need Pocari Sweat to counter all the sodium. The power of the gods. The power of the god. Why? It's out of Pocari Sweat. That's delicious. Thank you for stopping by. We'll see you guys next time.